Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? Welcome back with Miss Siti Wahyuni. Here, I would like to explain about the implementation of um, audiolingual method in teaching simple future tense. Okay, let's check this out there. Oh, before we are going to talk about audiolingual method, I would like to introduce our member today. Exactly, this PowerPoint is developed by the first Mr. Prastya, the second is Mrs. Siti Darajatun, and then the third is me, Siti Wahyuni, and the fourth is Mrs. Waida. Okay, we are going to talk about audiolingual method. Yeah, audiolingual method in implementation of teaching simple future tense. And then, before we're going to talk about audiolingual method, so we have to know about the background of audiolingual method exactly. The first audiolingual method is developed in the US during the Second World War, and then it is used in foreign language program for military personnel. This is firstly, and then the first English language institute in the US was established and applied approach to teach oral training first, and then pronunciation training, followed by speaking, reading, and writing. So the focus on audiolingual method is exactly oral training, and then oral training, and then pronunciation training, and followed by speaking, reading, and writing. And then, what is audiolingual method? Audiolingual method is a method of paralanguage teaching which emphasizes the teaching of listening, speaking, before reading and writing. So it means that the focus on the audiolingual method is in the listening and speaking before reading and writing. There are several drills here that conduct from audiolingual method. The purpose of this drill is to break down the troublesome sentence into smaller parts. And then there are several drills here. The first one is backward build-up expansion drill. Means that the teacher break down the line into several parts. In this technique, the teacher provide sentences that break down by the teacher, and the student should repeat a part of the sentence, and then the teacher should explain. For example, when teachers say, "I'm going to the post office," so the teacher take the last line of the sentence. For example, "I'm going to the post office." So the teacher say the post office, and then the student should repeat, and then the teacher explain the sentence to the post office, and then and then the next is going to the post office, and etc. until the teacher get a full sentence. And then the second is repetition drill. It's meant that the teacher provide a dialogue, and the student should repeat an iteration aloud as soon as he has heard it. The third is substitution drill. One word of an iteration appears in another form when repeated. It's meant that the teacher provides some the student should change a part of change one word of the teacher word. And then the fourth is transformation drill. It's meant that the teacher gives a positive or affirmative sentence, and then the student should change or transform the sentence into negative or interrogative. And then the last one is chain drill. Chain drill means that the teacher points some of students to make a conversation that form around room and one by one ask and answer questions of each other. And then the characteristic of audio-lingual method, there is exactly 5 characteristics. The first one is there is a little or no grammatical explanation why in the audio-lingual method is no grammatical explanation, because the grammar is taught by inductive analogy. The grammar as the teacher, we just give the dialogue and then the sentence, but we don't explain what is the grammatical of the sentence, what is the grammatical of the dialogue, and etc. But the student learn the grammar by themselves. The student aware that the use of does, for example, always use to she, he, it, and etc. It is for example. And then the second one is vocabulary is strictly limited and learned in context. It means that the student just study the vocabulary that the teacher gave, yeah. And then great importance is attached to pronunciation. Now, in this characteristic, we know more about the audio-lingual method. Just more focuses on pronunciation. Successful response are immediately reinforced. Of course, that the successful response are immediately reinforced because in this activity, the teacher need some responses from the student, because from that responses the student can more easily. And then the next is there is a great effort to get students to produce error-free utterance. And then the next, there are 6 steps here that should teacher do when teacher use the audio-lingual method. The first one is the teacher introduce the dialogue of verb. Of course, the teacher should provide a dialogue and introduce that dialogue to the student. And then the second one is teacher repeat 3 times and ask student to pronounce. It means that in this section, the teacher use repetition drill. Yeah, that the student should repeat 3 times of the dialogue. And then the third is the teacher use backward build up drill. It means that the teacher should provide a sentence and say the last line of the last word of the sentence and go on to the fully sentences, And then the fourth is the teacher initiates the chain drill. The chain drill means that the student point one of the student to make conversation. And then the five is the teacher uses substitution drill. And then the last one is the teacher uses transformation drill. Okay, go on to the next slide. This is the example of the teaching simple future tense. Yeah. The teacher provided the dialect here, the dialect by Sally and Bill, and then the teacher gave some backward build-up drill here. For example, post office. To the post office, going to the post office, and I'm going to the post office. This is the example, just the example of it. And then, now, the teacher divides this class in half. A child gets to try to say Bill's and Sally's line using expression. Choose your friend to perform the entire dialogue. Now, here, the teacher provides an expression in this slide. The teacher provides an expression, I'm going to the bank. As follow that there are the picture of the bank. And then when the teacher give word to the student, so the student should say the expression. For example, the picture is drugstore, so the student should make a sentence, I'm going to the drugstore, and then go on. For example, this, the teacher gave the vocab, the picture of bookstore, so the student should make a sentence like before, I'm going to the bookstore, and then cinema, and then what is that pictures? This is restaurant maybe, and then mall, and then town square. Yeah. And change one type of sentence into another on affirmative sentence into negative or inactive sentence into passive. For example, the teacher says it's good. Now, the student should make a sentence, is she going to the post office? It is, for example. Then he is going to the hospital today. So, is he going to the hospital today? Are we going to the beach? I'm going to the bike store. Am I going to the bookstore? It is the interrogative sentence. And they are going to the bank. It should be, are they going to the bank? And then answer the question following teacher pattern. For example, when the teacher provides some pictures here, for example, this is the picture of football player in the field, and then the teacher said, are you going to the football field? Then when students see the football field, so the student must answer like this, yes, I'm going to the football field. And when the teacher gives another picture of the football field, so the student should answer, no, I'm not going to the football field. And then this is a park, the picture of the park, restaurant, and then hotel, and bus station, and garden, and market. This is the list of our activities today. This is the list of our plan in a day. For example, Monday, fishing at uncle's house. And then Tuesday, traditional market with mom. And Wednesday, watching a movie on cinema. Thursday, finish my homework and etc. Now, the teacher provided dialogue here. For example, hi Alan, where are you going on Sunday? Hi Susie, I'm going to holiday in Bali with my family. This is based on the table here. In the Sunday, she is going to holiday in Bali with his family. Yeah. Anyway, where are we going on Monday? Now, it is based on this. Monday, we can look at this. Monday, fishing at the uncle's house. And wow, that's wonderful, thanks. Now, it is the turn of the student to fill